I like the idea of telling men that it's either you are my friend or my husband and nothing else. It doesn't mean that I'm too rigid if I say someone is my friend. No. For example, I'm 51. I've gone through stuff in life. I've divorced, I've raised kids, I've done all the emotional heavyweights, and I'm good now. So I'm just trying to protect my peace. You know, I'm trying to protect my peace. You are done doing all those casual flings and situationships. You know, I know over 50, you've got all the time. You can play along and you don't care anymore. You know what you want. If someone comes in your life and you can see that this guy is just playing along, you can just watch because you've got all the time. Married, divorced, and some people have been married twice, divorced. So you'll be watching and see where is it heading. Okay. And if you choose not to do boyfriends anymore, it shows that you know who you are. You are that lady, you've got standards. Okay. You've passed this stage of situationships where someone comes in your life and they call themselves, she's my girlfriend. No, we're just friends. I'm a lady friend. Okay. I'm not a girl as well. Remember, I'm a lady. So we're just lady friends. And you're a man friend. Or you're my husband. You want to introduce me to your friends as your girlfriend? This is my friend. All right? You want a decent relationship? Then it has to be properly defined and say we are husband and wife. If you don't want that, keep it moving. You're a friend. And friends, what do? When you're a friend, I have no rush to speak to my friends. You just go in a friend zone like everybody else. You don't have access to me anytime you want. I don't allocate time to talk to my friends every day. Sometimes they can send me messages. I forget to respond to them because I've got other things to deal with. But it doesn't mean that my friends are not important. They are important. But I only respond when I feel it's time to respond. Okay. And they understand. That's where you are. So basically, when you are dealing with men who wants to be friends, we just reward them for good behavior, like dogs. We train them like dogs. You want me to have access to me? Then you do 1, 2, 3. Okay. You don't want access to me? You can't do this and that and that. And just make it as clear. Okay. Because there is no time to waste. The boyfriend era ended in high school. And then we carried it on in our 20s and our 30s because we didn't know what we wanted. And then we strung along, someone just calling us, she's my girlfriend. And we kept on saying, yes, it's my girlfriend. And it ended there. And in the process, you were going around as a girlfriend. You were holding hands. Men were watching you. Some men were watching, and they were thinking, "I thought this woman was married, was single, and yeah, you'll be single, but you're going around this men holding hands in public as if you're husband and wife." That has to stop. You have to reward someone for doing something good. Something as simple as holding hands. He has to get it once you progress. Otherwise, it's a no. It doesn't matter what men do. Some men, I've realized, they use money, do things for you. They do that, they do the other thing. If you say run, they'll run, they'll do errands for you, they'll drive you everywhere. Okay? But they will never tell you where the relationship is heading. They're loving the way the relationship is, the situationship. No string attached, nothing defined. That's what they like. They just don't want to talk about anything that shows long-term commitment. Right? So they want to keep it there in the friend zone. As a 51-year-old and having done all that, I can tell you, ladies, you just have to put a line. How do you want to be addressed with a man who is not your husband? Is he just a friend? Okay. You just say the minute you meet, like, I'm single. Anyone I'm not married to is my friend. I don't do boyfriends. I do. It's either you're my friend or you're my husband. I don't do anything else. And once you say that, you're done. Right. He knows that if you want anything that makes sense, then you say that is a husband or is a friend. It's not forced. That's what you want. And once you tell someone that, it means you can have as many friends as you want. The one who will feel like, I just want to wife this girl up, he is the one who's going to move things forward. Okay. Because we are over 50, we do things differently. Even over 40s, we do things differently. Now, especially if you've been married before, you have no rush at all. You don't beg for a marriage. You're just telling someone what you want. You don't want any situationships. You know, you don't want any unnecessary relationships that are not defined. That doesn't make sense, right? You're just a friend, and when someone is your friend, you don't share a bed. Okay, friends will visit you. You have a guest room. You just sleep in the guest room like everybody else. That's what friends are for. It doesn't matter as a man. You can sleep on the sofa because he's your friend. If you don't have a room, if you want to give him your bedroom, you can go in your bedroom and you come on the sofa. That's what we do with our friends. So he will be in that zone. Okay? It's as simple as that. We don't even to complicate these things. We just make it clear. Right? And once you start doing that, there's nothing like, oh, he was using me. Oh, after all I've done, all this. And it saves you from or even all these diseases. Because some women, when a man is showing up all the time, they think, oh, okay, I think he loves me. That doesn't mean anything. They will show up because they're bored, they have nothing to do. And you find that men like that, they may disappear on you. But guess what? We are ready to start. We've got all the time to start again. Once you turn 50, not in a rush. Not in a rush at all. At all. We can start relationship anytime we want. Okay. So we are not in a rush. When someone ghosts us, he just excluded himself because he knows that he couldn't match. That's how we say it. There's nothing. What else can make a man ghost a woman like me or like you? They can't cope. They've looked long term and they realize that this is just too much for me, too expensive for me. I can't afford this lifestyle or whatever, this woman, whatever it is. Nothing to do with you. It's all to do with them. And what do? We just continue as if they never existed. That's how we do it. That's what it means to be mature. You know your worth. You don't beg for a man. Why is he doing this? Why is he not moving the relationship forward? Just go and talk to other men. Just go and talk to other men. It's simple. Because the minute you just don't engage with them, you are free to do whatever you want. Engage other men and tell them, guys, I don't do boyfriend and girlfriend. Either I'm a friend or you're my husband. Anything in between, it doesn't exist. It's as simple as that. You just say it from the beginning. Even if they start giving you names, that's what they think. You don't want any situationships, okay? And you're not begging them to wife you up. No, 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 no. You're just saying what you want, okay? You're just saying what you want. Full stop. Guys, I'll talk about these things, dating all day long. I don't get tired about it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And leave a comment as well, guys. I love you all. You take care then. Bye.